What is going on, guys? WWE Monday Night Raw, October 8th, 2012 review show. Now, I'm going to do more review shows, previews. Busy guy. Head writer, Wrestling.com. Um, Head writer for play-by-play on TwoHeadZone.com. And, of course, we are presented by Next Generation Wrestling.com, the very best professional wrestling website out there. Pro Wrestling Unleashed. Twitter, Facebook. Of course, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button for the YouTube channel, show up that support. Now let's get into the show, y'all. They kick things off with John Cena coming out there, and basically he did a promo about how he missed the WWE Universe, how he missed the WWE, that he's only been gone for a week, but it felt like a year. And it was actually pretty good to have a week without John Cena, but I did like to see him back. Will admit that. Not a huge Cena fan, but didn't mind him being back. He went over the different feuds with superstars. He talked about AJ and the tag team champions with Daniel Bryan and Kane, Antonio Cesaro. He hyped up the show and basically who's going to be on the show and how it's a stacked show. He focuses attention on CM Punk and says that he will fight CM Punk at Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. He leaves the ring, but wait, Ryback comes out there. He gets ready for his match. He defeats Primo and Epico, pretty much a squash match. Vince McMahon makes his Raw return, and he's going to address the state of the WWE. Um, and then CM Punk comes out there, and they basically go back and forth about respect. How Vince McMahon does not give Punk enough respect, and Punk pretty much took that the wrong way. Vince McMahon said, unlike you call yourself the greatest, like The Rock, Triple H, Mick Foley, The Undertaker, and Stone Cold Steve Austin. Now, when he said Stone Cold Steve Austin, he put it, at least Punk took it in a bad way. And Punk went on and on and on about how Steve Austin, Stone Cold Steve Austin, took the short way out, took the cheap way out. When CM Punk rises up and doesn't do it. This eventually led with CM Punk slapping Vince McMahon in the face. Vinnie Mac said, "You know what? I'm going to show you some respect tonight. It's going to be Vince McMahon versus CM Punk." So that's your main event. We'll get into that more later. Rey Mysterio and Sin Cara defeat the Primetime Players to advance to the finals and the number one contenders for the Tag Team Championships. Now, they're going to have that match next week on Raw. And we'll get into even that, who they're going to face later on in the show. Wade Barrett versus Sheamus. These guys tore it down. Sheamus wins with a DQ after Tenzai came in there and beat the crap out of him. Oh well. And then Big Show throws him outside because Big Show was on commentary. But Sheamus defeats Wade Barrett via disqualification, which was a hell of a match. And these guys really tore it down the house. They had the time to do it, and they did. Antonio Cesaro defeated Tyson Kidd. Excuse me. Pretty much a squash match for Cesaro. Kidd, he got some offense going, but nothing's behind him, and that's why you really don't care. Dolph Ziggler, Alberto Del Rio versus Team Hell No. Wow, can you be on in this match anymore? Quick tags. I mean, I had to do play-by-play tonight, and I could probably Cesaro's match and Alberto Del Rio's matches. I pretty much have down. I mean, all they do, at least in tag matches, I've got the WWE tag team matches pretty much down, and even more of this. Basically, Alberto Del Rio and Dolph Ziggler beat down Daniel Bryan until Kane got the hot tag. Team Hell No, which is Kane and Daniel Bryan, if you do not know, the World Tag Team Champions, defeated Alberto Del Rio and Dolph Ziggler, which was an okay match. Larry King and his wife did an interview segment with The Miz and Kofi Kingston. This led and ended with Kofi Kingston basically flying off the stage and laying out The Miz. Cody Rhodes and Damian Sandow defeat Santino Marella and Zack Ryder and another number one contenders tag team tournaments. They're going to face Rey Mysterio and Sin Cara next week on Raw, and then the winner of that match will go and face Team Hell No, which is Kane and Daniel Bryan, at Hell in a Cell pay-per-view for the tag team championships. And I believe Rey Mysterio and Sin Cara will win. We'll have to see. We have a Divas Championship match. They're pulling out all the stops, aren't they? Divas Championship match. Eve Torres faces Caitlyn and defeats Caitlyn. Pretty much, y'all. I had a Frito break. I ate me some food, and that's probably what y'all did too. Anyway, um, nothing here. Pretty much, still Divas champion, Eve Torres. Vince McMahon versus CM Punk. It wasn't really a match. Vince came out there when he was making his way out. CM Punk attacked him. They went back and forth. Vince was bleeding a little bit right there, and nothing to it. I mean, it was decent brawling. Pretty much, they used some kendo sticks, and Vince flew over the announce table. And by the way, Vince McMahon was in a horrible mood. Now, if you want to find out that and what happened when he fired his creative head writer and went ballistic backstage, go to netgeneration.wrestling.com. It's in the description for those links so you can find out. It's actually a pretty good article. And basically, what happens is Vince slaps Paul Heyman. Punk takes his title, goes into the crowd where he actually has an altercation with one of the fans. Then Vince McMahon says, "You know what? You can either make the decision, John Cena or Ryback at Hell in a Cell, or I will make the decision for you." So they set up that tease. So that's what went down on Monday Night Raw, y'all. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. Next Generation Wrestling site, Weeble.com, Pro Wrestling Unleashed.weeble.com, Wrestling.com, 2xzone.com. Go check that out. It's in the description for those links. Twitter, Facebook. Hit that like button. Subscribe to that channel. Like I said, we'll do more of these. What can I say? Thanks for watching WWE Monday Night Raw, October 8th, 2012 review show.